Now we're going to animate the text. Make sure your logo, your name, After Effects project is actually open. We're going to activate channel 6 logo on the composition panel, and I'm going to change now to FX workspace. The selection tool on the tools panel, which I am on the top left, select all three text layers, then place the CTI at the beginning of the footage. So mine's already all selected. As you see, they dropped the anchor handle points on all three elements, and you also can confirm that on the composition timeline panel on the bottom. Channel, news, and 6 are all highlighted layers. And my CTI, as you see, is at 0 as well. Okay, so I am okay, no problems here. I'm going to click on Effects and Presets Panel Option button. So on my Effect Controls, on Effect and Presets Option button, right here on my right hand side, I'm going to click on Browse Presets, and this should pop up Adobe Bridge, but on my computer for some reason it does not work. So I'm going to manually start Adobe Bridge. I'm going to go to the text folder. Let me see if I'm on the right place here. Text folder. Lighten Optical. And then we're going to right click the bubble pulse. Let's take a look at all of them. Oh, look pretty good. Bubble pulse is the one that we want. There are several of them. So bubble pulse, we're going to right click to this. I'm going to choose place in After Effects, and boom, we are thrown back from Adobe Bridge to After Effects with the bubble pulse effect already applied to selected elements. I'm going to select the production logo on the composition panel, and we're going to play this to take a look for the preview panel. Okay, so very cool. I'm going to save our project. Now we're going to export a production logo for the web. Now remember that when we're exporting things to the web, file size and sizes that we usually work with are a concern, so you need to always be careful with what the file sizes are and the sizes of your projects. So using the Composition Navigator, we're going to select the production logo composition. So mine's already activated. On the composition in the application bar, we're going to click on that on the top left, and we're going to render this. Add to render queue. Ctrl-Shift /. The render queue pops up on the bottom of my screen, and we're going to select lossless with alpha as an option. So click on right next to output module here. Click on the drop down arrow, and choose lossless with alpha. In the output module settings dialog box, which you get once you click on the lossless with alpha, we're going to choose the format to FLV. We're going to check the resize checkbox. And then on custom, I'm going to select web video 320 by 240. So now we have a width and a height of 720 by 480. We're going to resize that to 320 by 240. And there's going to be a resizing of 44%, just about half. We're going to click the text to the right of the output too. Well, I believe yeah, they just skipped a step here. So anyways, I believe we need to click OK at this point. Click the text to the right of output to, and we're going to name our movie logo final your name. And then we're going to put this onto the folder in which I will save in this, which is, in my case, on my desktop, but hopefully you put it in your S drive. Make sure the file format is FLV as well, and click on save. And once that is in there, you're going to go back and click on render. Okay, so you see the status bar on the render queue is running, and we have the footage of the Earth running. We get the audio confirmation that it has been completed. I'm going to go to the file. I'm going to close bridge. I'm going to close to the file here where I downloaded that project, rendered the project to. Let me see where it is on my desktop. It is right here. And if I double click on that folder, I should have a FLV file in there. Logo final your name. If I double click it to open the Flash player, whatever your computer is configured to play, you see that it has been rendered there. And that concludes lesson number 3 of chapter 2.